Here we are.
Hey.
2 weeks later. Almost 2 weeks. And it's been interesting. First of all, let me show you. He's figured out it's okay. He was pretty riley the first few days. A lot of jumping, a lot of poking around, and we had to keep kind of swatting them and knock it off. And Lucy, on the other hand, she turned into Mama Bear Protector real quick. It was hilarious. Gizmo would get rowdy and she'd jump up in between him and the baby. And she'd snap at him, and the place is kind of a mess. But so we bring the little bassinet out here during the day. Well, her pillows would be right next to it, and she would park herself there. Like, this far, no farther. And she wasn't having it, so it was pretty cool. Well, what's happened?
Lots of pooping
Lots. Oh my god.
and peeing.
The first 48 hours at home were hell. Hell and a half. Because, doctors explaining he's just learning how to do everything. He had awesome life support for 9 months, handling everything, room service. And then all of a sudden he's got to figure out how to poop. And it was a learning experience for him and us. Yeah. He, kind of waking up.
Oh.
So, initially at the hospital, he had a real sour stomach and they actually had to put a little tube down there and suck stuff out. But he had a really sour stomach, so he was born at 7 pounds, 8 ounces. And then because of all the spitting up and everything, when we came back, 2 days after discharge on that Wednesday, he was down to 6 pounds, 14 ounces. And that's like 9%, I think they said 9% decrease, which is real close to the "we want you in here for interventions" line.
Yep.
So, but Mommy took one for the team. She's been breastfeeding, and he gained 6 pounds within 2 days of that. So he was back up. Woo. And we just went in for another checkup yesterday, and now he's up to 8 pounds, 2 ounces. So he is eating and pooping like a champ. Breastfeeding stopped because he was kind of rough. He was a mean little dude when he was hungry. So he was not nice to Mommy. So we switched. Now we got him on bottles, but still breast milk. So he's getting all the good stuff.
Thank God for breast pumps.
Weirdest damn thing ever, though. We won't go into details, but it's weird.
It's efficient.
So now we got this routine where about every 3 hours, give or take, depending on the poop level, every 3 hours we get up. Carrie hooks herself up to the milker, and I feed him and change him, and then we hang out.
Yeah.
Now, one of the funnier things that we've discovered in the last few days, we're doing all this reading and research, is that the sound of your voice soothes them. They just want to hear your voice. So, turns out I can bore him to sleep. Because after, especially in the middle of the night, we got to get up at midnight, 1, 3, 5, and several times through the night. To get him to go to sleep, it used to be, put him in your arms and bounce him around, bounce. I had to keep bouncing around that room until find fat hands anyway. Until he finally started sleeping. Well, alright, he just likes to hear us talk. And here I do all the talking, right?
Well, you're a teacher, so.
That's true. I'm used to being up in front of people going blah, 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 blah. And I'm used to people ignoring me or falling asleep while I do it. So, naturally, when he needs to go to sleep, we eat, we change a diaper, we grunt some more, we change another diaper, and then I start telling him stories. And the only stories that I know are like Star Wars and Battletech and that kind of stuff, because I've been reading those books since I was 12. You know, most of them I've read a dozen times. So every night he gets a new chapter of Star Wars. We're up to like 8 or 9 different books now. Where I'm just in the middle of the night going, and then they had this, they bought a space station and they started pirating stuff. I'm damn near falling asleep as I'm rambling off these stories that I've been reading for 20 years. But, dude, it works. Within 10 minutes of that.
Yep. Daddy's a good storyteller.
Either that or I'm boring as hell. Who knows? Right. So, 2 weeks and everything's going great. And, you know, finally, I think, you know, we're tired, but we got a routine. We're figuring stuff out. He's really calm right now. This is how we spend most of our days, just chilling on the couch. Pretty soon we need to get off our butts and do something, though.
Yeah.
Because the house is a disaster. It looks like a hurricane hit this place.
It did.
Hurricane Patrick.
Yep.
A little early in the season for peas, right?
Well.
But, no. Things are going good. Couldn't be happier. I take that back. If he learned to sleep all night and then just eat a lot during the day, then I'd be happier.
Yeah.
But, pretty good for now.